The Star.
Yeah, y'all already know. Seven the Panther. That dude Fizz on the beat. Yeah. We live in entertainment. Sound change. Crown the kings, homie. This is where it get ill. About to have the tip off live as a tip drill. From the court to the diamond, to the track, to the big skin, flying around the field, starting five forever, keeping it real. If it matters in the world of sports, jeans and long sleeves, they taking no shorts. Hot to death, oh yes, these are the sports podcasts live as a pros course. Biz market wave, the starting five goes off. No matter who you cheer for, emotions out the window, they analyzing with clear thoughts. They take it way deeper than the force ever. No longer got any use for the four letters. The latest news, score stats in the view from the sideline. Ain't no guideline, it's just the truth. Yeah, no need to dig for a pardon line. It's always in season to people starting five. We going in on three, run the baseline, starting five. We got what you need. If the sports news you see, we don't waste time. We talking cause we live it. We got what you need. We going in on three, run the baseline, starting five. We got what you need. And y'all know me, seven sign, I'm the illest cat spit. I got what you need.
Once again, y'all missed the dance moves of the great Lisper.
Y'all saw me?
as our theme song is going on. What up, y'all? Y'all know who I am. It's your boy, the mayor. That DJ named Ace5, your mom's favorite fat guy, all the way from deepest, darkest Africa. And we are back with the newest episode of the Star 5. As always, we always ask y'all and implore y'all to go to our sponsor, Hooks, Rubs, and Spices. My bad, I was pointing the wrong way, and I was trying to get this straight the first time. Go to hooksrub.com, 20% off your order using our code STARTING5. Also, I got to give big props, big props, and TJ, I got to find a way. If I get some more, I got to get you some more. Plus, I told my man, like, you know, maybe he needs to sponsor us and just send us some. Shouts out to the homie James Lloyd and his crew. He got his own brand of cigar out, and I just told him a little while ago too. I'm smoking the first one that he sent me on this show, the Gentleman's Cigars. Let me go to their Instagram page just so you hit them up. So if y'all like us, or like TJ and I, and your cigar smokers like we are avid fans of, go to their Instagram, Gentlemen's Cigar Smoking Society, and you got to hit them up directly. This is just what their Instagram looks like. That's my homie right there, though. The dude, this guy, the tall dude with no hat on. This the homie right there. TJ, we actually met him. Well, you actually kind of met him the first cigar fest we did. Remember when we went to that spot that was in Jersey? We ran into him in a couple of different spots. But I introduced you to the homie, I think, at a couple of the Philly Cigar Week things. But so you know, he's of the culture. You know, he's not. I could almost look at him and say,
yeah, I remember.
They're a little more dapper with it. They're a little more dapper with it. We are the everyman smokers, which I was thinking we might have to do something with that soon, because we need to kind of expand what we do, which we're gonna have a talk on the side about. Like we need to really make some other shit pop off this year besides trying to just do some stuff when the weather gets better. But shouts out to the Gentleman's Cigar Company. You know, big ups to them. I'm gonna keep shouting them out until, you know, I'm gonna keep shouting them out because again, it don't hurt to support good people, whether they are sponsoring us officially or not. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so far, first couple pulls is not that bad. What up, Tyrone?
What's up? Hey, yo, I feel like Nas today because, you know, the kid got his chip tooth fixed. See that shit? Like Nas, little bit. I ain't looking like Nas, but I'm feeling like him. You know, so I'm in good spirits, even though the dentist is a fucked up situation. But man, dentist they be in your mouth, bro. Like, I mean, heavy in there.
Oh,
But don't pause that. Then that's not nasty.
they be deep in your mouth.
They do be deep in your mouth, but I was talking about the dentist.
I hope you was awake.
You just made it real bad. Like, yo, like you just made it real bad.
I hope you was awake. That's all I'm asking for.
It just turns a good thing into something nasty and real bad. Y'all see that? Y'all not witnessing it?
I didn't see nothing.
Y'all it's okay. I'm used to being.
I lost the connection, yo. I lost the connection.
TJ, what he said was he went to the dentist and he said them dentists be all up in your mouth.
And then paused it.
Pause.
See? He said they be all up in your mouth.
Well, I'm just gonna go to you because I can't with this.
What's up, y'all? Looking forward to finishing out this tournament. Just try to finish my coffee. What's good, everybody, man? Yeah, looking forward to finishing this tournament and catching some of the games tonight, chopping up yesterday's NCAA tournament games. Throw it over to TJ.
What's up, y'all? Father Time is proving once again the true champion of this shit. Got on the court today, 4 minutes in, caught a cramp in my lower back, dogs. Limping around for the rest of the day, man. This is bullshit. It's bullshit. But I'm gonna keep fighting a good fight. You ain't getting rid of me yet. I'm gonna still be out here. Watch me. I'm still do it.
Running full court with young boys?
That's all I gotta say about it.
You got
full court, bro. That's the only basketball I play is full court.
You gotta be
you better turn that into a half court
28, 32-year-olds, 32-year-olds, 34-year-olds, a couple of 28-year-olds. I was running with a 26-year-old today. That boy was running. I didn't have to guard him though, so I guard people my speed now.
You gotta be like Larry Bird and lay down during the timeouts. Remember Larry Bird was laying down on the timeouts?
Ain't no timeouts on Sunday church softball and Sunday church basketball. That's for sure. But it's the first time I act up. I'm gonna put the massage gun on it after the show. I already took a dummy, so we'll see what that does. And I'm gonna probably be real emotional today with this content. With this.
But see, this is where it's at.
I'm already.
You said a little while ago that you was cool with being alone. You was cool with not having a woman. See me, I come home and if I don't have to put the massage on there. I come home and I say, hey, Britt, that back was hurting. And she gets the icy hot out. She gets busy. See what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's great, but I don't have to put up with the bullshit later either or before. How much work you got to put in to get that icy hot? You didn't even say massage, my man. You said icy hot. She ain't even touching you. You know what I'm saying?
No, she could. No, she do. She put it on there. She don't got the patch. I don't got the patch. She rub it in.
The rollerball one.
No, she rub it in with the hands, bro. See, the hands is. I'm just saying there's advantages to having a lady. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
There are. Absolutely. But the rollerball works the same.
I get it, man. No, I get it. I mean, there's advantages. There's a lot of pros, a lot of cons.
But speaking of cons, shout out to Tony Khan and AEW Dynasty tonight. Going down in your city, going down in Philly, man. I wish I had got tickets. Dynasty pay-per-views tonight. I know I'm gonna be in somebody's Discord watching it. Because shouts out to Discord. I ain't gonna say where, but
I wanted to get tickets and not getting tickets is one of those cons that TJ was talking about. We got the cruise coming up, little vacation, kids shit, birthdays, and the old lady was like, I dare you to go to wrestling. I dare you.
Real. For real. But as we've been doing week after week with this tournament, Tyrone, you said you had something for us.
Well, I'm just so I'm a proponent, okay, of women. I'm a proponent of the WNBA. I watch the WNBA. I've been watching it because I was obsessed with Shamika Holdsclaw, and so when Holdsclaw went to the WNBA, and I started watching the WNBA, and I was a Washington Mystics fan, still am, but even though you know how that goes, but and I was a proponent for the whole Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark movement. I was a proponent for all of that, right? And I thought Angel Reese was something that I'm realizing that she wasn't. And I'm not trying to hate on her or nothing, but I'm just saying that the skills got to match the bills. You know what I mean? What you're doing on the court got to match your mouth a little bit. And I know Angel Reese is brash. I know she's the person that made a lot of money talking. But now it's like I don't know why they don't tell her to be quiet, because the WNBA is going into contract negotiations, and Angel Reese is saying that if they don't get the money, she's prepared to strike. The Angel Reese is a millionaire from her NIL deal, and she made videos saying that how the WNBA paychecks don't pay none of her bills and all that, and that they're prepared to strike. And I feel like
let's remember, as a professional, it's not, it's it's like NIL, but it's promotional shit.
No, I'm saying
it's contracts.
No.
Yes, endorsement contracts.
It changes from NIL to endorsement, but I'm saying she made enough NIL money that she was already a millionaire before she came into the league. You know what I mean? So now it's like I feel like some of these old heads should like come to her and tell her to pipe down, because although she may be in position and she may be prepared to strike because she's got her money, some of these WNBA players, that's their income. Some of these WNBA players, that pays all of their bills. You know what I mean? And a strike can derail the league right now. They're in the red.
So first pushback on what you're saying right now. So you what you're saying is she should have more of the veteran players tell her to shut up and take it, instead of speak out and try to get improvements for all of us. Because the way in describing how you kind of just laid it out, Angel Reese saying we need to lay down and strike or whatever to try to get more money, you made it sound like she's asking for herself to get more money.
No.
But when you get the one person to do what she's doing, she's speaking so everybody can get paid better. And she's not speaking on a level of that hasn't been spoken before.
Dan,
many of these women athletes in that league have all said this before.
But there's 2 points that I want to make. The one point is they really cannot get paid better because the WNBA is in the red. The company, the league literally does not have the money to pay these players. They're in the red. So it's hard for them to get money to pay these players more money. It ain't like they don't want to, it's that they don't have the money to do it. That's number one. Number two, I'm not saying that nobody shouldn't advocate for these women to get paid more money. I'm saying that if Taurasi's not doing it, Aja Wilson, MVP, should be doing it. I'm saying that it looks distasteful for Angel Reese to do it when everybody knows that she's a millionaire and she don't really particularly need the money at this present time. So I'm not telling them to tell her to shut up and take it. I don't think no woman should take it. What I'm saying is maybe she shouldn't be the representative of the strike. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying, is that maybe one of these old heads, maybe Taurasi or somebody else, Sue Bird, somebody else that's been in the league for a while can take the lead on that.
So,
not Angel Reese, who's a millionaire.
So would you have the same issue if Caitlin Clark said the same thing?
Yes. Caitlin Clark, you've been here for one season. It's not affecting you like it's affecting these other women. So it's like you opening your mouth and talking about we should strike, we should do this, we should do that. You haven't even been affected by the low pay. Caitlin Clark hasn't been affected by the low WNBA pay. Angel Reese hasn't been affected by that. You got women that have been in the league for 8 years. You got Taurasi that's been in the league for so long. She's the one who's affected by the low pay and all that. So I'm saying
she's a millionaire too, dogs.
I know, but
she's
I'm just saying
too.
But it carries more weight when you got somebody that's been in it as opposed to somebody who just got there, who's got money. So what's Angel Reese's thing? You have money, you just got there.
So, all right. The main point I'm taking is you just got there. But like it or not, she is one of the current faces of that league. She is a part of the future of that league. So why not start talking now to try to help make your future better and the future of the next woman better?
Why? My point is this, right? There are women that are affected by this. And okay, here's the thing. This league is in the red already. So a strike right now is not going to help the players. A strike right now might get this league disbanded, bro. Like, they are in the red. They don't have the money. And a strike right now will possibly cancel a season, which will make them even less money. So I know strike sounds good. I know we advocate for more money. I know we want more money and all that. But a strike can derail the league when we got Juju Watkins, who's going to be coming to that league soon. We got Paige Beckers, who's going to be coming to that league possibly next year. We got Caitlin Clark. We got Angel Reese that came to that league and got more eyes on it, got more viewership, got more money put into the WNBA. Let's build on that. Right now is not the time to strike. We're building right now. Right now is not the time to strike. And I don't think right now is going to be the time, if they choose to strike, that it's going to just happen like that just because she brought it up. But we're union guys, right? Sometimes you do need that person, no matter who it is. You still need that person to jump out the window and get the conversation started and get that ball rolling. Now, I haven't, like I tried to say before, like a lot of the OGs of that league have been talking for years how they feel like they're being underpaid. And yes, we can sit here and break down the full rabbit hole conversation of why they're not getting paid. But then you have, like you just mentioned, Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark. They brought immense eyes on the product, which there's another angle we're going to talk about. Since you brought this up, there's another angle we're going to talk about after this. But they have helped bring immense eyes on the product. Okay, so we're now, okay, it's a slow ball, it's a slow rolling move, but still, Angel, I don't have a problem with an Angel Reese coming out and saying, maybe we need to, we need to put up a strike or something, but it doesn't have to happen right now. It doesn't have to happen right now. Like in effect, like we seen what a strike in season looked like when Jamal, and you can correct. I'm sure you could correct me if I'm wrong. That flat-faced bitch in Congress, Marjorie Taylor Greene, wasn't she like a majority owner or co-owner of the Atlanta team? And they fought back against her and got her. Ended up.
It wasn't her, but I know the woman you're talking about. But yeah, it was another woman.
I thought it was that bitch.
No.
Okay, but it was another
woman just as horrible.
Yeah.
Right.
She was just.
But point is on their end, they continue to compete, but they did their protest in ways, and their form of striking / protesting in ways that it worked. These women, a lot of the OGs, like you said, the ones that you're looking for that should be the mouthpieces, they have been the mouthpieces for years, Jamal. They have been the mouthpieces for years for them to get paid more money.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I think, if those women could have had the type of power and influence to do that in their time, they would have done it. Because of what they did, folks, the girls like Angel Reese, women like Angel Reese and as folks have the power to do that. But it's like nobody tells owners to put limits on how much they get or what they want. But there's always something around players when players try to maximize their potential and their earning potential or whatever. And it's the living under in an unfettered capitalist society that puts that shit in people's brains that they should just be happy with what they got and nothing else. But never the owners. I can't tell how many times I've heard athletes make too much money. What about the motherfuckers that pay athletes? Right. Yeah. Celebrities, actors make too much money. You know how much the people who pay actors make?
It's way more than that.
It's sickening. Yeah. So no, You know, you don't even know what those folks make. There's a reason for that shit.
So there's a point I want to add on, Tyrone, right? Because you were talking and describing in ways of the caliber of athlete in who should be the one speaking up, right? The O'Bannon brothers, what were they when they got to? They were the shit in college. But if it wasn't for them, where the college players are right now, it wouldn't be if brothers like them didn't speak up way back in them 90s about getting paid properly. If that ball, and it took, and think about how many years since then that it took. But somebody's got to get the ball rolling. Yeah. If it wasn't for the O'Bannon brothers, they would have never finally sorted this shit out. You know, it would have been like Jamal said, the people who got all the money are now technically they're exposed. And it shows all these schools are exposed on how much money they make off these kids, things like that. So now, again, they're not paying the students. It's being allowed in some respects to get a job via being a sponsor for a product. They're allowed to now work technically like a regular college student is and get paid to do it. And if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't. And if it wasn't for that and the ability to get paid and stuff now, we wouldn't have college sport video games back either. You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't have that.
Okay. You guys are all making valid points. I'm not arguing with you, but I'm just saying the way it. Okay. So look, all of the women that spoke out before, all the women that said they was underpaid before, these women were fighting for endorsement deals. These women were going overseas. These women were playing in leagues all overseas. These women had regular jobs. These women were actually needed the money to survive, needed the money for their livelihood, to live off of, right? And so, yeah, I admit, when they were doing it, it was like, yeah, we do need to get paid more. We need the money. We're athletes. We're this, we're that. So I'm saying that, I'm not saying that Angel Reese is wrong for being that voice. I'm not saying Angel Reese is wrong for what she's saying. What I'm saying is, in the world of social media, in the world of people that analyze everything they say, you got to understand that Angel Reese is going to get why are you worried about it? You're a millionaire. Why are you worried about it? You got the money. You don't need the money. And then her presentation of it was the same way. Her presentation of it was wrong. If she could have just said, hey, we should strike. We shouldn't take this. If she was an advocate for it, that's fine. But the way she presented herself as, hey, this WNBA check don't even pay none of my bills. My mortgage is more than I get paid for the WNBA check. It was like, it was brash. It was harsh. Right. It was like, it was kind of like this. It was off-putting, man. It makes. I'm saying, and so I'm saying for somebody in the WNBA who's not a superstar, who doesn't make a ton of money, maybe makes like $75,000 a year, and Angel Reese was on there saying WNBA don't even pay my bills. I just feel like it's off-putting to somebody who the WNBA does pay her fucking bills. You know what I mean?
So the delivery might have been harsh, but that's who she is, right? That's right. How she speaks. But the WNBA being in the red is not going to be in the red too much longer. They've got women rotating into this league that are bananas. Like Juju's coming. The Paige Buckets is coming. Notre Dame's college basketball team's got one of the best college backcourts in the country. Those two girls are balling. Like, it's not going to be in the red much longer. So I can understand saying, hey, we got people knocking on the door coming in. We want to see them eat when they get here.
So TJ,
you know what I mean?
So TJ, that's my other point. We got Hidalgo coming. We got Becker's coming. We got Juju, and I'm sorry Juju got injured, but we got Juju, right? And we got to build off of what Caitlin and Angel Reese did to get them to this point. They're not going to be in the red long. So right now is not the time to strike because we got people coming in and we got to build off. This is the time to build off of what we got coming in. They don't have the money yet.
This is where I slightly disagree with it's not, because you could say the time is not right now. Word to John Cena. But the time, when is the time?
Time
We can
out.
sit back and say, no. When is the time?
This is my point I'm making. It is the time when Paige comes, when Juju comes. We already saw that. We already saw the upgrade from Hold on, I gotta put my computer.
Oh, yeah. Well, you tell me to
No,
hold
no,
on.
I'm here.
I know to hold on. No, you hold on a second, because now I gotta put you pause back in the pickle of what you just said. Because I just asked you, because you just said the timing was, you just broke down for a few minutes, the timing was wrong. But then I asked you, when is the time? And you just said the timing is right now.
No. Hold on.
Did he not just say right now? Or is my ears bugging and we're gonna hear this on the playback? What up? Oh, while Tyrone's looking for something. What up?
The time,
What up, fellas?
no, I just had to plug my computer on.
All right.
What up, oh?
Well, what I was gonna say is the timing.
What's good?
The timing is not. The timing is not right now. Right now, they just got built back up. They're riding the Caitlin Clark wave. They're riding the Angel Reese wave. Their attendance is up. Their viewership is up. Everything is up. So right now, if you strike and they don't have a season, all of that kind of goes away. Paige doesn't come. We don't know how the strike is going to fit with Juju. So the timing is not right now. The timing is
No. But all right, understood. I'm not. And
So,
again, I'm gonna go back to what I said. No, but hold on. I'm gonna go back to what I said before. Who said that they have to strike right now? My question is what's the timing for talking about it or bringing it up or making it aware? Because listen, I'm just saying. Oh, Jamal, TJ, whoever wants to take this after, but you could put that earworm in people's heads now, but to let them know, like, hey, get this shit straight, or we can take it there.
Can we agree? Can we agree though that okay, a player like Angel Reese, regardless of whether you like her or not, right? Her whether it's good publicity or bad publicity, it's still good for the WNBA because regardless of how you feel about her, you know, people are paying attention to the WNBA right now.
Because we're talking about it.
Right.
Point blank. We're talking about it.
No, that point was already proven.
Okay.
That point is already proven. The questioning is all right. Tyrone is saying it as if she's bringing the strike up, like we need to do this shit right now. I'm just laying it out there, like you put the word out there that hey, we're willing to do this.
Yeah, she's put the wheels in motion to make it a conversation, because it wasn't a conversation until she said it. Yeah, that's it.
So what y'all trying to say is that Andrew Reese is just throwing the strike word out there and saying we're prepared to strike.
Yes, because who did she
exactly?
Yeah, because who did she speak to? Who did she speak to?
And I'm saying that if they go to contract negotiations, because Andrew Reese said we're prepared to strike, and if they go to contract negotiations and they call her bluff, and the WNBA has to strike, that's going to derail all of this shit. That's going to derail the good publicity. It's going to derail everything.
No, not with women. Not with women, bro. It's all women empowerment at that point. The owners are gonna look like the bad guys, and then they're gonna cry about the people who are not making money, that usually don't make money in the summertime because the games are in the summertime. You're hurting all those people's jobs, those vendors.
And TJ, how for years, once again, I'm bringing this back again, for years, the people who are now the veterans and or are no longer in the league, they've described for years how the WNBA pay has never been enough, which is the reason why they've had to go overseas to make more money to supplement their income, which is also part why, besides the factor of you're going to Russia doing something against their law. But what's her name? Why am I forgetting her name? I'm thinking of something disrespectful. No, the tall girl.
Brittany Griner.
Looks
Rebecca Lobo?
Brittany Griner. Thank you. No, because I didn't want to say looks like but Brittany Griner would have never been in a position like that to be placed in a Russian prison. Well, number one, if she never
20
brought
years
the
ago.
oils with her,
20 years ago. Yeah.
if she never brought the oils with her, but she would have never been in that position if the WNBA salary
Y'all,
was supplemental enough to keep these women in the States.
y'all missing. Y'all, listen. Y'all not looking at the owners can never look bad because the problem is that the whole league is in the red. When companies are in the red, business-wise, they fire folks. You got a company that's in the red that has to hire new people every year, and you got the workers asking for more money when the company is literally losing money. And the fact that the company is still allowing this league to exist puts the owners in a spot to say, hey, I can save money if I just disband this fucking league. So how you going to say the owner's a bad guy when they're losing money to keep these women employed?
Because Tyrone, this is not their main business.
That part, that's one.
They don't this is a side business. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
this is a side business for them. Them losing
and
the league and them operating the league in the red is nothing compared to their real losses or what they really do, dogs. Like this is nothing.
So are they not doing these women a favor? They're doing these women a favor. They're saying, hey, this is my
No.
side business. I don't need this.
Ooh,
I don't need
no,
this.
it's not.
The internets is gonna come for you, Ty.
I mean, I hate to look at people's pockets, right?
No,
I hate to
look
look
at
at people's pockets.
no.
Maybe the league has to start contracting teams.
Oh, Big O, you a man. I don't know. I don't want to talk to these other guys. I'm talking to you. If you was a billionaire, whatever, you had all this money, right? And you started another business venture that was losing money, you gonna keep it? Does that make sense?
So
No.
wait a minute. Hold on, real quick. Hold on, real quick. So your franchise has been losing for 25 years in a row, and they ain't making no money. Why you still own the fucking team?
Because
they're not losing money. They're not losing money. That's why. You think they really they're not losing money like we would lose money with a bad investment. It's getting written off somehow. They doing okay.
Plus, Tyrone, you're comparing this to private sector shit versus they're not going to fold a league because women are asking for more money. Because women are making these owners, they're giving these owners the shine that that's part why they have these side projects is, or if you want to look at them as side projects, part reason why they have them is because they like that shine. They like that luster of being a champion of something. They're not going to close. No WNBA team is going to fold just because the women are asking for more money. These people, like y'all just said, they have other businesses. If the teams themselves wanted to reallocate some of their private money more into their team, they can do that.
If we haven't learned already about the nature of billionaires in America, is they don't do nothing out the kindness of their heart, and they don't put nothing, no capital into anything that isn't some sort of vehicle that brings them money. So even when they lose, they earn. I'm positive on that. They may not be generating NBA money yet, but the women's game is growing, fam. Is growing. And everybody attacking everybody's attacking the product that the NBA is putting out this year, right? But that women's product is getting better and better and growing in value every year in college and the WNBA.
You said that you said the WNBA is not going to generate NBA money ever. I ain't never gonna believe that.
We don't know, man.
I do know that shit. That's crazy. That's insane. But here's the thing, I'm just saying, how can you? I don't understand. We can go into it. The billionaires is never gonna pull their books out. But the WNBA as a whole, as a league, saying that they in the red, and then you got these women asking for more money because the league is in the red, right? And so it seems off-putting. And of course, they're not going to disband the league because then you're definitely going to be a villain. If you disband a women's basketball league, you're going to be the villain. So of course, they're not going to do it. But I'm just saying.
But you know what then? You know what happens then? Another billionaire steps up and creates his own league.
Buys the
and
team.
It's right back to, and
or
right back
buys the
to where they
teams.
started.
But here's
That's
the
it.
thing: the league, the league operating in the red is different from each team operating in the red. We're not setting that separate thing apart because you're getting a check as a WNBA player from your team, and then yes, the league adds their different levels of funds within said paychecks too. But the teams, if the ownership groups of each team are the ones that could reset these markets.
So
This is the part of the conversation with Lee. The teams themselves, if the ownership's got the money there, they can reset these markets and reset these prices.
As the league, right? The league, the players are making like I think 8 or 9% of the revenue share. So I'm asking you guys, if the WNBA in these next contract negotiations says, hey, you're making 9% of the profit share of this league, and we're in the red, but here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna give you 11%. And that's gonna raise salaries. That may raise the salary, maybe 10 grand that might add to the salaries per year, right? Or should they accept that? Like where's the line on how much they need to make?
I mean, that's
the thing. That's
not a bad idea though.
It's not, and again, that's just the league's contribution to their income. They're getting paid from said teams, so it's the team. Like again, let's go back to football. Saquon is going to be getting paid $30-something million a season that the Giants didn't want to pay, but the Giants just paid $30-something million to other people.
To bums.
The team, the NFL, but the NFL didn't dictate that. It was the organizations who dictated what they're paying them. This is why when we keep hearing this person, is now the new highest paid, this person's the new highest paid, that it's not off of their league portions, it's what the teams are paying them. So this to me is more of it's more not against the league, but it's also saying, hey, league, hey, WNBA as a league, have our backs in this. Get these owners to try to cough up some more money.
I'm saying the collective bargaining says how much. That's how they put the caps on the salaries. They say, hey, as a league, we're only going to give 10%, 9% or 8% of the profit out. So that's what these owners go off of. So as a league, if they say, hey, we're going to give a higher percentage of the profits out, then the owners get more of the salary cap. They get a higher number that they can be allowed to pay the players. So it goes hand in hand. But I'm saying, I'm just saying that if Angel Reese is saying WNBA contracts can't pay none of her bills, is how far does the league have to bend to satisfy that? You know what I'm saying? It's 10 grand a year more ain't gonna pay the bills needed.
Well, Tyrone, a portion of that, I know Jamal was about to say something, but a portion of that is one's got to look into their self and kind of say, all right, maybe you got to readjust your way of living and means of living.
But that was my point about that Angel Reese's delivery and her not being a representative, because the WNBA can't pay your bills because your bills are based on your NIL, your bills are based on your McDonald's endorsement, your bills are based on you being a millionaire. So maybe you shouldn't say that.
No, because it doesn't. How much a person is making doesn't fucking matter on who speaks up. Because now I'm not going to say for you because you will bitch about this, but Jamal, if a LeBron James came and spoke up and said, yo, these guys at this level of NBA status, they need to get paid more money. Are they going to listen to a LeBron James or just say, oh, why the fuck are you talking? You got all the money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
no, but that's how you kind of lay it. Don't say no, Tyrone, because that's how you kind of laying it out. You're laying it out by way of the person who's speaking is the wrong one speaking. And that
and you're right, Dan. I don't that's what a player association is for. I don't know if the WNBA has a player association. I'm not sure about that.
Right, right.
to dictate that. So they may not be
No,
there
no,
yet, but yeah,
Jamal.
it's
If LeBron,
yeah.
if LeBron James said that, my thing is, if LeBron James said that, right, it would be cool.
Mhm.
But LeBron James is not going to say, he's not going to advocate for him not paying his bills because everybody knows LeBron James makes more money than all these players, right? So he's not going to say that. That's my point. Angel Reese is not the right person because the way she presented it. If Angel Reese would have just been like, yo, we should strike, we're not making enough money, blah, 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 that's cool. But when she says, I can't even pay my bills with this check, and everybody to the public, it looks like, what do you mean? You got McDonald's endorsements, you got NIL money, you're a millionaire. So it's distasteful for her to say, I can't pay my bills with a WNBA check. When
I have to agree. I have to agree.
Not
Because
how old is she? That's up to them to decide, though. Collectively, the other players, not us. And how old is Angel Reese? I mean, what kind of statement you think they at that age? They think she's thinking about that, and it's the other players don't like it. They need to speak to her in private, offline.
The point you're not looking at behind this, Tyrone, is okay. You're shooting the messenger, because it's like, how can you say that my league pay can't cover my bills? That is telling for the other athletes who don't have it like her. And that's the point. It's telling for the others, and it's speaking up on behalf of others.
Yeah.
And the only people that can deject that is the people like us who are sitting here saying, well, now you make this much. How can you say that about your pay?
No. That part.
No,
that part. You know, what I'm saying is, the point I'm trying to make is that when you make a statement like that, you opening up Pandora's box. Because now you have people like us, the next question we're gonna ask is, well, how much does he make? Okay, now you make, is she on a rookie contract? Or is she being paid off of performance, or whatever the case is? And so things like that, you probably shouldn't go on social media or go to the media and say XYZ. To say that amongst your peers is one thing, but to go out there and say, oh, it's not paying my bills, now you have everybody in your business. You know what I'm saying? Because now we're going to start questioning how you handle your money.
But
so it's
you have but again, you have bottom bench player who is great enough to have the ability to play in said league, that's sitting there like, yo, Angel, you're right, because I'm a professional athlete too, and this league barely covers my bills. Which again, I'm not against the, all right, you know what? Maybe you need to live more within the means of what you're bringing in, but also I'm my consistent thing within this, Tyrone, is who is the right person, because nobody's going to listen to the person who is not getting minutes on the floor. But if you are of a certain star status, speak up for the people who are lesser than. It's just like how the black our people, the melanated community, always seem to need a leadership type of person. We need a Martin. We need a Malcolm. We need somebody who looks like they supersede above all, but yet our voices, we're low level, but our voices can be just as effective. But they're not going to look at us because we're not them. We're not the million view listen podcast out there.
Your point was the exact opposite of what I'm saying. My thing was with us, you said we got people like us. We're grown men, we're of a certain age. We're very objective. We are people that can hear what Angel Reese said and read between the lines. We are people that can sit there and hear Angel Reese say, I can't pay my bills. And we can say, she's not talking about herself. She's not saying that she can't pay her bills. We can look at it objectively and say she may be living her means, but she's got more money. We can, starting 5, right? But she's not talking to us. She's talking to 21-year-olds. She's talking to young kids who can't be objective. So they're sitting there going, why is she talking about she can't pay her bills when she's got McDonald's endorsements? When I see this girl on TV, when she's got millions and millions of dollars. So what I'm saying is she did not know, her statement goes to her audience, not to us.
No,
for
and
her
that's
audience,
the thing.
it looks bad for her to say that.
But again, for her audience, is it also does speak to the younger crop of women coming up that want to make it to that league, and of course have a financial situation better than it's just like that saying of us who are parents, we want our children to do better than us. It's the same kind of concept in my eyes. It shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter the dollar. It shouldn't matter the dollar amount of the person speaking that into. That's why I went straight to the top of and bringing LeBron James as an example. Are we gonna bitch about LeBron James speaking up for the future that's coming to the NBA? Some people will, because they're gonna be like, well, Jordan didn't do that. Well, you know what I'm saying? Automatically get to comparing.
I wouldn't bitch about LeBron James speaking up for the future of the NBA, but I would bitch about LeBron talking about he can't pay his bills when we know that he can pay his bills, that he got money outside of the league.
But that's
you know what though?
He's an outlier.
That's
He's an outlier though. Yeah.
That's a nitpick. That's a nitpick about a player.
That was her
if Angel Reese. So Tyrone, if Angel Reese didn't have any of the endorsement deals that she had, but she's still the same caliber player, and still comes out and says the WNBA check barely covers my bills.
Yeah, I'll be cool with that.
Then it's okay, only because she's not getting endorsements.
I said the way she presented it was wrong. I'm not saying she's the wrong person. I'm just saying the way she presented it was wrong, and I'm saying to me, it would be better, like somebody like Diana Taurasi who got our endorsements. Diana Taurasi can come out and say, hey, I've been in this league for a long time. I didn't make a lot of money in this league. I think that we're coming up, and I think that the girls coming behind me should make more money. And she could have said something like, I know that I'm cool because I've done this and I've got endorsements and stuff like that. And she could have said, but there's girls back here behind me that don't have the endorsements that I have, that need this money. Angel Reese is talking about she needs the money when she don't. When people are going to look at her and go, bitch, you don't need the money.
We're assuming she doesn't. We're assuming we don't know her real deal. This is all assumption. You can say you know. This is all assumption.
We do know she's a millionaire. We do know that. So of course a millionaire is not going to be able to pay their bills with a $74,000 WNBA salary. Of course, that's obvious. So don't say that.
Then she was right. She was right to say so.
Her bills are not based on the WNBA.
Who cares what other money she makes? She's talking about the WNBA.
Yes. So she's
right, and that's the aspect that's being missed, Tyrone, is she's talking about just the league stuff.
Yeah.
Just the league stuff.
But I'm saying my point is this. If her point is that women in this league can't afford to live comfortably off their WNBA checks, she should have said that. But when she says, I can't afford it, and y'all, I don't know if y'all saw the video, but the way she did it, she went on her phone and she's like, yeah, my mortgage is more than my WNBA salary by itself. I can't pay. She said, then she went on the phone, she's like, I can't pay not one of my bills. Not one of my bills can be paid, but when I'm making in the WNBA, and the way she said it, it just, dude, it was off-putting.
So for you, yeah, that's what I'm saying. The whole thing for you is just, it's the optics. It's just not who said it, how it's just how it was said. And that's cool. But the way you're pushing back, the vibe this whole conversation was, she's the wrong person.
And that was the vibe. Secondly, I do feel a little bit that she's the wrong person because she just got here, and because she's not suffering like players that have been in this league for 5-10 years. You said they've been suffering for a long time. She just got here and she's not even suffering. So I don't feel like she's
the one that has the platform to do it.
To represent
it's got to come from somebody with her reach. You got. It's not gonna. It has to come from a superstar.
To bring up.
Right?
That's the point I've been bringing up.
It has to come from a superstar. Number one, no one has a platform as big as hers. There are bigger stars in the WNBA than she is, but who works social media better than her? The WNBA. She gets people to listen, good or bad. She's a storm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, is she the perfect messenger? Probably not. But guess what? We talking about it.
I guess.
And the point is a movement. Every movement needs a messenger.
Mm-hmm.
So
And I'm not saying.
And you know what would have been crazy? God rest his soul. Kobe, if he was alive and his daughter was still coming up, the way he was coaching her, he'd have been an owner of a team or something, bro. The league would have been already skyrocketing because
Yeah.
they knew
sure.
Kobe Bryant's daughter was coming. They knew Kobe Bryant. You got Juju, you got all these other kids coming up, and Kobe Bryant's daughter is coming for all their heads after them.
maybe
That would
And
have been the
Kobe's
illest
coming with her.
storyline ever.
And
Kobe's
Kobe's
coming
coming
Yeah.
with her.
maybe I'm a little bit.
That was gonna be bananas, dogs.
You know
That
what?
was gonna be a real deal bananas right there.
I can change my stance and say this. I can literally listen to you brothers and change my stance and say this. Maybe I'm not mad at Angel Reese. Maybe I'm mad at some of these other players that shouldn't have allowed her to be the voice. You know what I'm saying? She just got there, and y'all putting her out there, and y'all using her status and her endorsements and all
But
that.
you act like she consulted with somebody before she made her statements,
Well,
dog.
I
She
feel
just
like
went on there and said it.
I feel like some of these other older players, maybe I feel like some of these other older players that have been in for a while, like Taurasi and all these other, and Sue Bird and Stewie and all these other players should be like, if that's how y'all feel, maybe some of y'all should have said something.
But you know,
Maybe
to
some
the casual fan, right?
Go ahead, Earl.
To the casual fan, she was the biggest star.
No.
I
Yeah.
mean,
No, and that's the
to-
point Jamal just brought up.
right.
And that's what I've been bringing up. Like,
to the hardcore fan, yes, Angel Reese is a no. I mean, I hate to call her a nobody, but you know,
She ain't scaring nobody.
She ain't scaring nobody. We know
Right.
Breonna Stewart, Skylar Diggins, Ionescu. We know those are the names. You know what I'm saying? But to the average fan, to someone who does not watch the sport, who passes by and pick a name up here and there, they know Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark are the two biggest in their eyes. They're the two biggest stars.
And that was the point that was really trying to be driven home. And Jamal nailed it perfectly. She has the social media reach and eyes and attention on her social media reach that, again, who else could be the same person to deliver that message? When I described before, for the WNBA has been around, it's approaching 30 years. It just hit 25 a couple years ago. You know what I'm saying? It just hit 25 a couple years ago. And these women historically, some of the top stars in its day have consistently been saying, we don't get paid enough. We don't get paid enough. This is why we have to go overseas to make triple or quadruple what we make in the WNBA because they don't pay enough. And I'm saying the stars have been coming out and saying this. But now in new media, exactly, that's what I brought up before, Jamal. And as I said, and now with new media, this is how you reach the masses and gain a buzz. Is utilizing these platforms. And Angel Reese, I'm with what Jamal said. I don't think anybody in the WNBA has as much of an immense reach as an Angel Reese does. And we're talking reach not just as far as followers, but it's all about the engagement. Hence why we're having this conversation. We are now engaged by what Angel Reese has said.
Yes.
So the message of it's the messenger. It's a little difficult to co-sign to saying she was the wrong one. Maybe timing. I understand timing. I feel you. Thinking, because this is going to be year number 2 for her in the league. I understand, but also, as the old saying goes, you strike while the iron's hot.
Thanks. You
don't just sit back and now all of a sudden I'm falling back. I'm my numbers are dwindling. My time on the court's dwindling. I don't want to say this, but the optics of what Colin Kaepernick did kind of felt like this. You got benched, you lost time, you was about to get cut. Now all of a sudden you spoke up, but you speak up in ways outside of the league. What he did was warranted, and it was warranted. But then when you look at the circus around the trying to make it back into the same league that you said was this, it made it look like optically you did this to just try to get back in the league. So for Angel Reese to not do it now while her iron is still hot it's for me. I don't know about everybody else, but for me, it's perfectly fine that she did it.
Well, that's also why I feel like the Stars ain't doing it. I feel like Angel Reese didn't get no backing on that. And I feel like she didn't get no backing on it because I feel like the Stars are saying, hey, this is not the time to strike. The iron is hot for our league to improve and come up right now. The iron is not hot for us to fucking strike. We're going to get more money. But
she didn't get it publicly via the social media space that you're describing, in my opinion.
Right.
Nobody came out and made a follow-up video saying that. But this goes back to something I said before. We don't know their conversations behind the scenes. She could have got probably like hundreds of text messages from players in the league. Thank you, girl. Thank you for stepping. Thank you for saying some shit. Yeah, I too can't. But some people aren't courageous enough to step on that ledge and jump off the fucking building like she did.
Because they're not prepared to strike. That's what I'm saying.
It's not a not prepared to strike. You know how many people I've invited to come to this show? How many people I've coached and mentored to try to start podcasting who've all told me and said they were nervous about getting on a camera or getting behind a microphone. But they really want to do this shit. This is what I'm describing. Not everybody is built to step up and speak out loud. Not everybody, like, how many times have I told y'all, and this is no shots at all, but how many times have I asked, all right, who's going to lead the show this week?
Right.
But some of y'all fall nervous, and then I still end up grabbing the reins. Right. Because not everybody is built to lead.
Like you said, it depends on the messenger. If it's a person we never heard before on the fucking Indiana Fever, you know what I'm saying? We wouldn't be talking about this right now. Right. We wouldn't even be talking about it right now. Mm-hmm. Because I'm like, I don't know who she is. Y'all know who she is? The hardcore fan be like, rah, rah, rah. But as to O's point, the casual fan ain't even picking up on it. Even a good sports fan, if he ain't into if that person ain't into the WNBA, then that's no news for them. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's why I double back. Angel Reese might be the right person based on what y'all say. But I still think that her delivery and the way she did it was a little off-putting. And I still think that the timing is bad. I think the timing is bad, and I think her delivery of the message was kind of wrong. Now, y'all made good valid points about her being the right person. I still think that,
and I can agree with you on the delivery part. I definitely can agree with you. Delivery is key. I agree. We never really disagreed in that.
No, I'm just saying. So I can say that because based on her prevalence and based on the things y'all say, y'all convinced me. Okay, maybe it was a good thing that it was Angel Reese. So I can concede that, but I still think that the timing is wrong. I think the delivery is wrong, and I personally don't think that right now. I don't think a strike would help these women at all at this present time when the WNBA is at the best it's ever been, and it's only going up from here. I think that they should possibly wait it out. I think that if the league offers them a tiny bit, like I said, if the league says, hey, instead of the 9% or 8% profit share, we'll go up to 10. I know it's not a lot, but I think that they should take that 2% and see where it goes. That's what I'm saying.
Who says they are going to strike? I mean, that was just brought up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they could be, like you said, all these other chicks that need this, and it could be just majority vote says, we're not doing this right now.
Yeah, but her exact words was, if we don't get what we want. So I'm saying, if they want,
but they can go back to her and say, "Who's we?"
Right?
Because nobody talked about me about it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody talked to me about it. I don't know who we is, but we didn't decide on anything.
They ain't no I in team, and they ain't no we either.
Sometimes, you just need somebody to be the conversation starter. He doesn't have to be the one to voice the opinion all the way through. She gets the conversation started, and then somebody else picks it up and runs with somebody that's got a little better delivery and better messaging. But if you want to get people to listen and watch, you got to set a fire, man.
Yeah. I'm just saying if they want 15 and the league offers them 10, they should be cool with that because they should see that this league is going up. It's going up. And Juju, like I said, they got Juju, they got Paige, the league is going up. And so I don't think the drawing the line in the sand right now is the good time to do that. That's all.
Yeah, and I don't take this was great conversation. Don't take it like there was the disagreement of drawing a line of sand. My entire point in this is there's technically never a good time. Technically, there is never a good time. But there has to be a point where you gotta let these motherfuckers know. I'm dangling this carrot over your head like this shit can happen. Wake the fuck up. That's really as simple as what it is. There's never ever a good time, quote unquote, especially in the eyes of the people who are the money people. There will never be a good time because you talking about striking to make things better for you, and things are always great for me, but now you need things better for you. But I like it where it's standing right here, right now, because I'm getting this, I'm getting that, and you guys are doing this for this long. It's just like, again, people complaining about the college athlete getting paid, but yet it was okay for these universities to make millions, if not billions, off the backs of these athletes. Right? It's okay, and that's the way these conversations always land, where it's like common folks like us, we look crazy caping for the billionaires to continue to do and continue to make money while the people who are there to make them said money, oh, you've been doing it for this long, what's wrong with it now?
Right.
You look really not caping for the person.
Try to do like my point. Like who's the preacher that was like, we're doing the ties, ushers lock the doors and shit.
Then he allegedly came out and said, I never told them to lock the doors. I did say close the doors.
I'm not particularly advocating for the billionaires. I'm advocating for, like, let's say a WNBA player who's making $75,000 a year, and let's say like she's not. I mean, she might be better than Angel Reese. We ain't gonna talk about her playing on the court, but I'm just saying, let's say she's not the name that Angel Reese is. So she's making, her $75,000 a year or whatever, but she's not the name that Angel Reese is. But she's also living off of that money. And now they go on strike, and now she's not getting those checks.
So you really should never ask for a raise. All you're doing is asking for a raise. This is all we're talking about, bro.
No, I'm saying, like,
why is it so stressful to ask for a raise when we're putting out the product that's good? The product is good.
The product ain't good.
We ain't asking for the moon. We just asking for a raise, dog.
The product's not good, TJ. The product is not good. The product is not good.
Streets gonna come for Ty.
No,
I'm
an avid fan. I'm an avid fan. I watch when the league is going, but the product's not good.
The product is not. I'm not talking about to me. I'm talking about to the general public. The product is not good. Women don't support this league. Nobody watches the WNBA. That's why they're in the red. It's not me. I'm the one person that do watch. I'm the one person that bigs them up all the time. You go on my podcast list, I got all kinds of women shows. I got Miss Parker on there. I got my Moore episodes. I'm an advocate for the product. I'm saying to the general public, to the world, the product is not good. I think they should lower that rim and let these women get their dunk on. That's what I think they should do. That's what I really think.
No, it ain't happening, man.
Unless it's done on an international level, I don't think that's a good idea.
They already play with a smaller ball. No.
Yeah.
They already play with a smaller ball. That's
They
it.
shouldn't even do that. I mean, all them girls that are balling out in the parks all around
Playing
the
with-
country is playing with a regulation ball.
Yep.
No, yeah. I mean, they don't
Yep.
need to do that.
Yeah, if they
And there are women that can dunk at 10 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said
No,
before, how much more exciting is an NBA game just because guys dunk? It's not that much more exciting anymore.
Yes, it
It's
is.
really not.
Yes, it is. Yes,
It's
it
really
is.
not.
That women's game is getting better and better every year, man.
They
That
got to
product
dunk
is
that
getting better and
basketball.
better. No,
they-
man,
They don't
'cause
need to dunk.
because women
You know
start
why?
dunking,
You know
it's
why?
gonna
Because the
increase the
3-point
demand.
shot, the 3-point shot leveled that playing field, bro. And
I'm
these
not
girls are
saying-
shooting lights out. They're shooting
not
lights
saying
out,
they-
hand in
Right.
the face, dribble step backs, crossover step backs. Two
I'm not
people
Backdoor
on
cuts,
them.
passing.
I'm not
You
saying
know,
an
calling
8-foot rim.
plays.
How many inches we got to lower that rim from the dunk? How many inches? Maybe
None.
like 9.5.
Telling you, there's girls coming up that's dunking, dogs. You're gonna start seeing a change.
Yeah, but Paige can't dunk. But
Paige
if
don't
you
need
lower
to
that,
dunk.
if
You
you
don't
lower
need to.
that rim 6 inches,
Yeah.
Paige would be dunking instead of making them reverse
No, you don't
layups,
need to.
dog.
As soon as they start dunking, there's gonna be an uptick in torn MCLs, ACL, Achilles, all that stuff, bro.
Right away. They're gonna want load management days.
That's exactly what's gonna happen. Keep that game on the ground, bro. Keep that game on the ground, and the women are skilled right now, man.
Yo,
And
the
it's
handles
just gonna be
have never
something
been
new to
better.
complain about.
Yep.
The
It's gonna
handles
be
have never
something new
been
to complain
better.
about.
Yeah, the handles have never been better. The drives and the passing has never been. The shooting is even better. Like
Yeah,
I watch the WNBA playoffs now. You know what I'm saying?
let's-
Because
let's go.
I'm not really a
let's go with-
fan like that, but I'm coming out for the playoffs.
All right, let's take the girl, the woman of the hour, Angel Reese. Angel
Mhm.
Reese is probably the worst layup-in person I ever seen in professional sports. If she was allowed to dunk, those layups would turn into dunks, and she would be doing a lot better.
How
Okay?
you know she can dunk though? She probably,
If they lower the rim a couple of inches, she probably could dunk. I see her hand; she gets up high enough.
I hate that. I really do hate that argument because to me to say that is like you don't
You ain't
really
seen
love
Angel-
basketball
you ain't
for
seen
its
Angel Reese
purity.
try to make layups.
I
So-
have.
so-
And I understand what you're saying. I have, and I'm not
So
going there. I'm not saying she's a bad player. either.
You're saying there should be a professional like 5'8" league, so all these dudes could dunk and do shit like that. You know, because there's a million of us out here that's ready to sign up for that shit tomorrow. Dog.
No, the NBA is
How are you,
full.
No
Nine-
taller than
nine and a half?
5'10". You know what
Son,
I'm
9.5 feet back,
Don't tell
9.5 feet back in the day, TJ. My forearm looks regular now. This shit used to be swole like this from banging on niggas' heads all the time at 9.5 feet.
Y'all making it ridiculous. Y'all always got to make it ridiculous. The NBA has enough guys.
Because what you're saying is ridiculous.
No,
Because what you're saying is
Exactly.
ridiculous.
the NBA has enough guys in the league that can dunk to where they don't need everybody to be able to do it. The WNBA has maybe two women in the league that possibly dunk right now. So I'm saying if they allow for more women to dunk, I'm telling you, Angel Reese would have a way better career if she was allowed to
You know
dunk.
what? You know why they ain't dunking? They ain't messing up their nails. They ain't messing up their nails like that. To
Oh,
be
So
dunking.
Tyrone, so with your logic, right? With your logic, you're okay with everybody super kicking and wrestling then. Fuck the fact that it used to be special. Everybody's doing super kicks now, and so it's okay.
Everybody in wrestling can have the ability to super kick. Everybody in WNBA, if you lower that rim 6 inches, is not going to have the ability to dunk. I ain't saying all of them can dunk. I'm saying the ones
You
that have the
said
ability to
6
dunk. will dunk
inches?
the ball.
6 inches.
Like
Jesus
9.5
bro.
feet.
You crazy, bro.
That's a waste
Jesus
basket.
You got a 7.5 foot rim. Everybody's
Well,
dunking
and
on
again,
top.
and again,
Everybody not
this
to
is
get
why. No, Tyrone, this is why you can't go right back to what Jamal was mentioning before. You can't do it because now it changes every single woman's game.
Hey,
Lower in the rim,
get down
just
and
to
lay down.
fucking be lower in the rim just to have women to be able to dunk changes. Now you have to relearn how to shoot on a different height rim.
Yes.
And what's the point of the game? Is the point of the game to dunk, or is the point of the game to score the fucking ball?
You don't have to learn how to shoot on a different height rim. If you get the ball above the rim,
Oh,
on the
this
tip,
nigga here. This
rim.
nigga here.
Yo,
You know what? We're moving.
Is a big 6 inches is a big difference.
Mm.
Okay,
You know what? You know what?
That's enough so that they
No.
can dunk. How many inches?
No.
From a
You know what we're gonna do?
How many inches they need to go down for some broads to dunk? Okay, 3 inches.
Yo,
Dude.
clip all of this.
Calling them
Clip
broads.
all of it. Clip all of this.
Yeah,
All right.
Like, no, I'm just saying. No, y'all pissing me off.
Again,
One heated argument.
Again,
on the
Chill,
call
chill. Let him cook.
TJ,
Let 'em
TJ,
cook, guys.
TJ.
Let 'em
Listen,
cook,
listen.
guys.
Y'all, every last one of y'all have the ability to clip this, so I don't have to re-respond. Y'all can go and clip this shit your damn selves too. Please do that. Please
Hey.
do that. Don't just leave it on me. Y'all can go clip this shit.
I'm not the only one who
Screen
said that. Shaq said it too.
Screen record, edit. Y'all can
Yeah,
clip
yeah,
this shit
sure.
your damn selves.
Y'all talk to me like O'Neal said the same thing. Talk to him like that.
No shit. And I can almost guarantee you, I definitely disagreed with Shaq saying it too. I
don't
disagree with everybody saying it.
I would never disagree with a man that can palm my whole head.
Hey, yo.
Yo, this.
and then he
Sir,
and then he gets mad,
down.
and then he,
Relax.
calm down.
and then he
yourself,
gets mad when
John.
we say pause. And then he gets mad when we say pause. This nigga say he could palm my whole head.
Hey, you.
Chill,
You
son.
seem very excited, sir. Calm down, please.
I was not excited about it.
We got children listeners. Jesus Christ, man.
I bet we don't.
And on that point, I was gonna go into the other fucking topic spinning off of that, but we spent so much time on it. We're moving tables, we're kicking over furniture. Let's just get into it. We're starting right here. Let's start the slow singing and flower bringing right now. 1996 versus 1998.
Nah, man. Why we going here first?
Because we are moving tables. We already
No,
furniture
man.
moving. We're starting.
man.
We're starting with Hell on Earth. We are going straight. We are going straight to Hell on Earth. And I said that forgetting the fact that Hell on Earth came out in 96. Remember, we got
Ooh.
Tupac, The Score, Reasonable Doubt. It was written.
It was written.
Aliens. Stakes is High. Muddy Waters.
Half-Life.
Yep. Illadelph. Iron Man. Beats, Rhymes, and Life. Busta
Ooh.
Rhymes coming. This is all 1996, y'all. And again, I read off some of these album names for anybody listening podcast wise to understand what's there. But if you're listening podcast wise, go look these years up and follow along. Like 1998,
98 is
Capital
bananas.
Punishment, Criminal, Hard Knock Life, 400 Degrees, Black Star, First Family for Life, Steelers album, The Miseducation of R&B. See, this is hard because apples for apples, Redman's one of Redman's lesser favorite albums of mine. Doc's The Name was in 98. His best album was in 96. But across the board, as I scroll down, like again, like we bring up Fat Joe's Don Cartagena album. This might be
That's his best album.
That might
That's
be
his best album.
Yeah.
No, that is his best album, hands down. That's his best album.
And you
Pun
could
wrote the
argue,
whole-
you could
Pun wrote the whole album.
you could argue that ELE. You could argue that ELE was Busta's. That was Busta's best album.
Ooh, that's the one with
That
Janet
ELE
on it,
album.
right? That's the one he had Janet. What you gonna do?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
you could argue. I think you use that argument with me, but this is 1998. Like this, the heft in 1998 is just it's
I know. Go back to 96 and
Yeah.
go scroll down a little bit deeper in 96 because
yes.
I'm already upset, sir.
Oh well, fuck your feelings, right?
Illadelph Half-Life.
Yeah.
Easy Streets is a Mother, Skills from where? West Side Connection. That Wild Cowboy, Sadat X was pretty good.
Yeah, that was good.
Smooth the Hustler came out in 96.
Yeah.
Oh,
Upon a
Smooth the
Time
Husband
in
and Trigger together. Ooh.
Il
The
Nana
album.
came out. Il Nana was
Oh, okay.
I was Team Foxy over Little Kim.
What?
I was Team Foxy over
Both
Little Kim.
albums are good.
Why?
Yeah, that because that album was fucking banging.
It was. I ain't gonna lie. But
Steve Murray,
Both of
Enigma.
Hardcore was banging too, though. Hardcore was hot. And that's 96 too.
I
Hardcore
I
was
think,
banging.
I think we yeah. I think it's
y'all know me. Y'all know me. I'm going with the sexy. Okay, Lil Kim was sexy. Foxy was like that girl from the corner store that was rhyming with the niggas.
Yeah,
in the corner.
I'm not going there. I'm gonna go with the first one.
I'm just saying, it was different. It was different. Foxy seemed like
And
Foxy was a little rough, man.
This nigga.
shouts out to the brother Fred Benz came in right on time for violence. We're going 1996 versus 1998, Benz. I'm gonna go back to 96 for you in a second. What up, kid?
Yeah. Oh man.
Yay, Benz. You
Yo,
ain't ready for
Benz.
this violence, man.
No, I
You ain't
ain't,
ready.
man. I ain't ready for it. I ain't ready for it.
We're scrolling through 98 for you again.
Oh my
I'm
goodness.
gonna go back to
Man,
96.
That Black Star album too, though.
Mm.
Yeah.
Star.
God,
This one's
96
tough,
is
yo.
stacked.
Yeah, this is way too tough, but
It is.
Nocturnal, Legal Drug Money,
Mm.
All of
mm.
Crucial Conflict. Here to save. And you know what, TJ? You're here to save us all. You're picking first.
Mm.
Told you. We want violence this episode, people. We want violence. You said it,
I'm not-
TJ, that the table
This shit
moving
is-
shit.
Yeah,
and
man. Come
feelings.
on, man.
You're kicking off the feelings.
Yeah, because this is the heyday of my life. You know what I'm saying? I was single. I ain't had no kids. I had
definitely
a
was all
good
of that.
job. I was driving. You know, I had a car. You couldn't tell me nothing. I was hill figured and guessed out. You know what I'm saying? Know to cut up. God damn you, man.
We ain't talking about the clothing. We talking about the music.
98 is deep. I'm not gonna lie. 98 is deep.
I feel like a butt's coming.
But yes, there is a butt coming. But 96, man.
BBL,
Heavy weights, heavy hitters. And they were some of them shits is instant classics on it. Instant automatic classics. Yeah. Yeah, it's nice. It hurts me. But 96, man. Very good year. Very good year.
It's on you, Benz. What you got?
Oh man. God. Hey. Boy. Man, I'm ready to throw a TV at somebody. For real. God. That 98 was fire, man. God. Hey.
Yeah.
Both DMXs dropped. Ooh, boy. Capital Punishment. All kind of crook. Oh man.
Heavy Mentals and Killer Priest.
Man. Now, I'm gonna have to go 96, man, because that also me had me in the ringer, man. That joint was fire, man. Between that it was written, oh man. That the score, I played that to death. Dang. Yeah, I'm going 96.
It's 2-0 for 96, Big O.
Man, yo, ATLiens and the Aquemini, man, is like apples and oranges, man. I mean, like, those are my two favorite down south albums. So I can't go. You can throw one in the air, and I love both of them, man.
Yeah.
You know, Tupac was never a big Tupac fan. Still got to go with 96 though. That stakes is high and that Muddy Waters, man. Ill Death, Half-Life, yeah, those are my albums right there growing up. Iron Man, Yeah,
It was written, man. Come on, B.
Yeah,
What we
Firing
talking about
Squad.
here? What we
Yeah,
talking
it was
about
written.
here?
Yeah.
What we
Guys
talking
were
about
written.
here?
I got that. I gave you
Classic.
power on that. That I gave you power was a game
Woo.
changer.
Yeah.
Man, come on. That was
As soon as you,
poetry right there.
as soon as you hear that intro with the piano, doo-doo,
Yeah.
yo, it's on, B. It's on.
Jamal.
It's 96, man. And there's no disrespect to 98 because they're both
Mm-hmm.
it's coming down right now to just battle Clash of Titans, man.
Yeah.
And just 96, just the
It's
impact of those
different.
albums it's
Yeah.
just different.
You know,
Different.
I'm
was
gonna tell you.
96,
I'm gonna tell you. 98 going against any other year is 98.
Yeah.
It was just a bad draw.
Yeah.
It just says sometimes it's just like, okay, which year had more guns? Had more weapons. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
In 96. And Kid Rock dropped in 96. Shit. 96.
Tyrone next. Tyrone.
I'm gonna throw something that was a prelude to the song, the message on that was 1996. Call the dogs. We're gonna have ourselves a hanging tonight because
Mm-hmm.
96 is I'm taking 98 out for me because I'm not a big Tupac fan, but All Eyes on Me, I listen to that shit. And we wouldn't have the heart. We wouldn't have the Hard
One of
Knock
them
Life if we
CDs.
didn't have. We wouldn't have the Hard Knock Life if we didn't have Reasonable Doubt. We wouldn't have the miseducation of R&B, as Dan like to call it, disrespectful, but whatever. We wouldn't have the miseducation of Lauryn Hill if we didn't have a score. And so 98 is to me a reflection of what happened in 96. So
I like that. I like that. I like that.
I
That's the way it
I
was
mean,
from 92 to 98. It just seemed like hip hop just kept building.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I put 96 as my vote too because personal connections to certain things though. Like I was going woo for woo. 98 was better for woo, but Iron Man was that Iron Man album was the soundtrack to my track and field, my senior year of track and field. Like from going 96 to 97. I said it before. Redman's 96 album was better than his 98 album. Tribe's 98 album was better than their 96 album. So there's a lot of washes in between there. So I had to go 96. Was it 96?
Did Iron
95
Man
or 96 might have been the first year I started DJing too.
Did Iron Man come out after the Purple Tape or before the Purple Tape?
After.
After.
That's why it was even more bananas because it came out after the Purple Tape, and it was like a continuation of that shit.
The Purple Tape set the stage for Ghostface.
Yeah, and he ran with that shit.
Liquid Swords dropped after that. Yeah,
since the face reveal game got real.
Yeah, when the face was revealed, the game got real. That was a true statement.
Well, 88 versus 94 we're on now.
Oh no! Oh no! Yo, why you punching me in the stomach, Dan?
You wanted this. You said last week this was coming.
No.
It's another one that should have been for
No. All you motherfuckers. All you motherfuckers I can't wait.
Want problems
all
always.
You
right. Brother Bernard.
I'm ready to run some colors on this here. God bless you. Good night. Man, this is great. Golly.
Well, again, for podcast listening purposes, we got Illmatic, Ready to Die, Hard to Earn, Blowout Comb, Southern Playalistic, The Diary, Super Tight by UGK, Stress, The Extinction Agenda, Organized Confusion, Resurrection Common, Tikal, Ill Communication, The Sun Rises in the East, Regulate, T-Funk Era, The Main Ingredient, There's a Dark Side, Word Life, Grave Diggers, 6 Feet Deep,
Grave Diggers,
Beat Nut, Street Level, The Brat, Funkified,
yes,
Big Mike, Something Serious,
yes,
Casual, Fear Itself, Keith Murray,
that was his best album.
America's Nightmare, Spice One, MOP to the Death,
To the
That
death.
Chiefs nonfiction. Come on now, but
Boogie Monsters.
88. Yes.
Come on, man.
Keith
Come on,
Murray
man.
joint.
Come
That
on,
Keith
man.
Murray joint coming out 94. God.
88. Nation of Millions. Strictly Business. Great Adventures. Long Live the
Oh my
King. By
God.
Any Means Necessary.
Oh my God.
Straight out
Oh my
the
God.
jungle. Straight out of Compton. Critical Beatdown.
Oh
Follow the
my
Leader.
God.
Light as a Rock. Going Off. Biz Markie.
Oh my
Power.
God.
Ice-T.
You know what?
Jesus.
Yo,
Tougher Than
I'm
Leather.
gonna tell you. I'm gonna
Stop
tell you
talking,
something,
man.
right?
Tougher than leather.
Easy Does It.
Stop talking, man.
Too
Stop
hype.
talking, man. Stop talking, man.
Salt with Jelly Pepper.
This is over.
The Great
This is
Adventures
over.
of Slick Rick. The
Come
Great
on, man.
Adventures of fucking Slick Rick.
Yo, 88 is real top heavy.
Yo, son.
88 is real top
My
heavy.
vote is
man.
my vote is 94.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nah.
88 is real top
Nah.
heavy, but I might have to go with
Nah.
94, man.
Nah. Nah. What are you talking about, dogs? It takes a nation a million to murk half of fucking 94, B.
That's
What are you
true.
talking about?
Nah.
Come on, man.
You really, that album,
Come on, man.
that album, for what
Come on,
TJ,
man.
for what that album was in its time, amazing. But if you sit through that album, not every track is it.
Most of
Not
that,
every
what,
track.
maybe like 4 songs out of fucking, what they got, 12, 15 songs?
Oh,
Yo, that
come on.
album
The Bomb
is
Squad
fucking,
was on that shit with that. Yeah, man.
come
I'm
on,
gonna tell you,
man.
yo, Great Adventures, yo. I listened to that shit, and I remember as a kid, me being growing up in a church Christian
Yeah,
environment.
yeah,
I was like, oh my God,
yeah, Indian girl,
yo,
Indian girl,
Collected
boy.
Pearls, the whole album.
Come
You know what I'm
on,
saying?
man.
That
Come
shit,
on,
that
man.
album changed my life.
Yeah, that's
I'm
why
sorry,
you go
but
in
like,
88. That's why you go in
But I'm
88.
having to go with
Because
94.
it changed your life.
he went
But I
with
have
90.
to go with 94.
No,
Right.
no,
Like for
no.
me personally, like Illmatic, all right. I actually did a challenge on TikTok though. Like, there's at least one song on Illmatic that's skippable. But reality, you can say Illmatic is non-skippable. Ready to Die, non-skippable. Hard to Earn, non-skippable. The Diary, nothing on it, non-skippable. To Cal, you can maybe skip some skits, but realistically, there wasn't much that you could skip on that album for me. J. Rue the Damages, Sunrise, non-skippable. 6 Feet Deep, nothing is non-skippable. Word Life OC, non-skippable. There's a Dark Side, it's a story. You can't skip shit on that story. There's some of them albums in 88 that there's tracks for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how tight it is. That's how tight.
There's Dark Side is my favorite Redman album. You know, people love
my
Money. People swear by.
But your life wouldn't.
That's my album.
Your life wouldn't have changed if it wasn't for Slick Rick.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's my point. We're comparing
1994 didn't have Project Funk the World.
You just have to. 88. They were
Set the
inventing the
bar
shit still
high.
at the time. They were inventing it. Would there be a 94 without an 88?
Never.
Would the
But
talent
Jamal,
level be that way? Would the folks be rapping the way they was, man? And I'm not fighting against evolution. I get it.
Okay, thank you. Because I'm gonna say, you can set the table,
evolution,
but the table is not always the standard. Standards can change.
Yeah,
No,
but
but they put it at such a high
them
standard.
folks in 94 sound more like they were inspired by the motherfuckers in 88 than the people in 88 sounded like the folks that came before.
yeah, but shit, my mama got cancer in her breast. Don't ask me why I'm motherfucking stressed because things done changed.
Hey, listen. I'm just saying, bro. They had a stepping stone to they had a hand reaching over to pull them up. You know what I mean? They had a table that was set for them to raise the bar.
That's true.
Some folks had to build the table. They had to find the ingredients.
Having said that, you don't want to sound like the back of my day guy.
That's it, and that's exactly what he's doing.
And let me tell you, and it's not every day. But you know why? You know why the back in the day person is right most of the time? Because them niggas lived before the shit was invented. So they seen it as a whole. So they have the ability to see it in real time and how it developed. They don't have a recency bias.
If Chuck D doesn't say,
most of the cats from 94 were there in 88 too, though.
Bro. But if Chuck D doesn't say
to be influenced, and that's true.
Listen,
but to be influenced though.
Jamal, If I
Yes,
learn
sir.
something from you, if I learn something from you, and then I end up doing it better than you do, I'm still better than you. It don't matter if I got
That's called evolution. That's called evolution. I ain't front on that. That's called evolution.
Because listen, if Chuck D doesn't say, I got a letter from the government the other day, I opened it and said we were suckers. They wanted me to join the army. Picture me giving a damn. I said never. Do we get Nas is going to hell from the age of 12? He's going to hell for snuffing Jesus. Do we get that line? Like there was a table, there was a bar that was set. It was high.
These guys,
and these people met it.
Yo,
and on top of it,
yo, a lot of people was against that line. You know, they thought Nas was going too far by even saying that, saying verses like
the
that.
Same people before that was saying the same shit about Chuck D. And same people were saying that about Chuck D going against the government at that time. You got to think, 88 was damn near revolutionary.
Yes, you got to think of the climate they was doing that shit in. Hip hop still wasn't out on the radio like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
No.
The money wasn't in there. The A&R wasn't in there. The producer wasn't in there. By the time 94 came around, it was established. This is the music.
All that is well and good. But to me, 94's heft of albums was way more quality than there was from 90.
Me and Jamal are throwing chairs at all you motherfuckers. We're throwing chairs at all y'all.
So y'all vote to 88. So
absolutely.
No, they gotta vote for 94. I'm just saying. No.
Yo, I've never seen somebody. I've never seen somebody build such a strong argument.
Listen,
yo, he's good for this. He's good for this every episode. I fucking love it.
Yo, this dude has a ball. Having said that,
I'm throwing the chairs directly at you. You getting hit with a steel chair, Jamal. I swear to God.
Listen, I'm just trying to make sure that the system of how we evaluate these is correct. You know what I'm saying? That's all. That's making sure that the product, like the process, isn't poison. Is what I'm saying.
That's just like John Cena turn heel, man. God damn.
Oh man!
We just gotta make sure that.
Yo, he turned on me so quick, B.
Benz, you stayed. No. Benz, you stayed out this conversation, I guess, for a reason.
No. Yeah, it's so unfair, man. This is so unfair. Golly. I hear what you're saying. I heard with everything y'all was saying. I'm so ready to do a Russell Simmons on this. God bless you. Good night, because this is stupid, man. This is crazy. God damn. Well,
I feel defeated. I feel defeated right now.
Don't feel bad, TJ, because I'm right there with you, man. I got to stay with 88 to the core.
Thank you, man. As
much as I love 94, I got to stay with 88. Age bias, I don't give a damn, but
yes,
I'm gonna say y'all niggas was closer to that era than we were.
Yeah, and that makes a difference. That makes a big difference, man. I don't know what Jamal was talking about, but that makes a big difference, man.
Yeah, Def Jam concert. That was a whole experience for me in '88. So yeah, I'm going 88.
It's funny how all of a sudden you don't know what Jamal was talking about. You was patting his back, you was rubbing his shoulders. Yeah, son. Yeah. Hold the fuck up.
Yeah. Jamal would have definitely got snuffed.
Reverse, man.
He would have got he would have got snuffed immediately. He would have got snuffed immediately.
It's like, listen,
I would have stole on him.
God said, you know what? 88 is God said, let there be light, right? Is that the 6th day? 94 is the day God rested because he was done creating. You see what I'm saying? That's the difference.
Don't try to clean it up. Don't use the
There's no cleanup. There is no cleanup. There is no cleanup.
Yeah,
Yo,
thank you,
all it
Morgan
is.
Those
Freeman.
first three
Thank you,
rows.
Morgan Freeman, for that. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
I'm gonna tell you before we go any further, right? Those first 3 rows in '88 were some of the best albums that we're gonna see in rap music.
Yes, it's ridiculous.
But
Very
after
true.
that, the drop off though,
94 just had more.
yeah.
It's like the last round. That's all it was.
Yeah, they had
guys
newer
planted the
toys. Newer toys
they-
in '94.
That's it. 88 planted the
Tyrone.
seeds and the trees was in 94, man.
I'm not about to be like Benz. I know TJ Phillips got hurt and he was destroyed, but I'm not going to be like Benz and give him the mercy hump. I'm just going to go ahead and go with 94, and that's it.
Man.
It's all right. You ain't alone, T. We good, man. '88 was a
Yo,
great
man,
year.
you my brother for life, man. You can't do that.
Well, we go
The
as we
Yeah.
said though. We did say this wasn't getting any easier, and this ain't getting that much easier.
No.
93 versus
Not at all.
2000. 1993 versus 2000.
Mm.
Let's pull up 93 because I had the 93 typed in. Let me get back to the screen share.
It might not be as hard as we think, but I don't know.
Nah.
Enter the Wu-Tang, Midnight Marauders. That's November 9th,
Not my
93. Digable Planets, back the fuck up. Blue Mind State, strictly for my niggas. Here comes the Lords. Black Sunday, Return of the
Blue
Boom
Mind
Bap
State.
that Enter the Stage, Slaughterhouse. We could keep going and going and going, but let me get to 2000.
Jesus.
Stank on you, Supreme Clientele, Marshall Mathers, Like Water for Chocolate, Fantastic Voyage, Deltron 3030, The W, Madlib, The Unseen, Train of
Yeah,
Thought,
this ain't gonna stack up. This ain't
Quality
gonna stack
Control. This is shit, nigga. The Warriors album, MLP's ill shit.
Classic.
HNIC, The Dynasty, Yeah Baby, The Truth, AOI,
That Daylight Jones.
Country Grammar,
golly.
Country Grammar, Dirty Harriet.
There's too
This
many
is-
more heavyweights in 93.
That's of a damn pre.
Yeah. Yeah,
Lyricist
this
Lounge 2.
This is a tough joint, but the 90 joint got it, man.
Acronym was created. Let me go back to 93.
I might have to go back. I remember to 93.
Fat Joe's Represent. This was my favorite Fat Joe album for a very long time.
Yeah.
Down with the
14
King.
shots to the dome.
Yeah,
Down with the
easily
Kings was
turn the
dope.
page. I'll go
Jack
first.
Diesel?
93 it is.
Yeah, I might have to go
93 it
93.
is. Oh yeah, I can't forget Shaq, but yeah. 93 it is for me. It's just this isn't I'm making it come off easier, but this wasn't that easy to me. This wasn't that easy because it's straight across the board been two immensely solid years.
Yeah. I'm gonna go 93 myself.
Old niggas unite, Tyrone. What you got?
I'm going 2000, okay? Stankonia was my shit. I rock Supreme Clientele. To know, I think I broke the CD. I listened to that so much. That Let's Be Free, Dead Prez album is highly, highly underrated. The Dynasty dropped the Rock La Familia, and the Marshall Mathers LP was a good thing. And the Woo W, I was rocking that too. And so for me, I'm taking 2000.
First and last time we heard a Mill, Jamal. That Dynasty.
Yep. I'm going 93, man.
TJ.
Protect your motherfucking neck.
Yo, man.
That's all I have to say.
And with that being said, I don't want to switch up. With that being said,
93 it is. Come on, man.
Okay.
Wu-Tang No.
Definitely 93, man. 93.
But protect your neck. Let the world fucking know we here now, nigga.
Yeah.
We
There's
here.
a borough
for
there's a
baby.
borough
Wu-Tang
called
for baby.
Staten Island. You should
Right?
come and
Say
visit.
you want a nigga?
Hey,
You want a
TJ.
nigga here now.
Nigga here now.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Watch your step, kid. Watch your step.
Yeah, watch your steps. That's gonna be a tough out. That year is gonna be a tough out.
97 versus 04. 04 is the
Mm.
last. 04 is the last hope for the
We
2000s in this
we
tournament.
should have
ain't looking
started here
good.
first. We should have
Ain't
started
looking
here
good
first.
neither.
No. Why? Supposed to start off hot.
Boom, boom, boom.
What was that year? I said 97.
97.
97 versus 2004.
See, I don't know. I don't know
Wu-Tang
this year. 'Cause that
Forever.
was, yeah. That Wu-Tang
More
Forever Live
97.
After Death, boy. That shit got me through basic training.
Yeah, man. Look,
TONY. Invade NY. Multiply. Killer
Uptown
Cop.
Saturday Night.
Yes.
Uptown Saturday Night, man.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go.
Ghetto D. Ghetto D.
Life After Death.
Say
Yes.
less.
Killer Army. Silent Weapons.
Yep.
The 18th letter. I still
I
stand
like
on
that
this.
album. I like
The
that album.
18th letter was a hard pass for me.
No, I liked it.
But Soul Assassins.
Mhm.
I just listened to that recently. Hard body.
That Dirty 30 album, I remember came out during, when I was at Greek Fest. And I was
Nigga,
like, yeah,
mm,
we played this
I ain't
shit.
even heard it. I ain't
Crazy
even heard it
Ebook.
called
That Dirty
nothing in
30
there.
album was fire.
Mm-hmm.
The Dirty
Yeah.
30 album.
Yeah.
That
Perfect
Jewels album, I'm telling you, if you haven't heard anything from OC, yo, listen to that album, man.
Oh, OC Jules is a classic.
Yeah, that shit was
Instant classic, though.
surprised the
You
hell
got to
out
give 04. Damn it, nigga. Mad
Is that
Villainy.
Dude? Mad Villainy.
I like
Food.
Food. I like Food and Mad Villainy. I was not a fan of Street's Disciple.
Nah.
Merge 316.
Lots of fellas
I like
on
that
that.
Fire.
Merge
That was dope.
316.
That Merge joint
That's
with the
superstar.
Ninth Wonder joint where Merge was
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was
Ooh,
fire.
that grind
Pretty
date was fire.
Tony.
The
Grind
grind
Long
date
High
was
Summer.
Summer.
fire.
The Grind Date.
Mm.
And
College
those said date.
Dropout.
Is that the Roots album?
College
There?
Dropout. The
Mhm.
Tipping.
College Dropout was fire.
The Tipping Point was good
Yes.
too.
Yes.
Yeah,
The
that was a
Beautiful
hungry day.
Struggle. Dope.
College dropout, hungry day.
Yeah.
Venomous Villain,
To
right?
the 5 borough.
Ooh, Detroit Deli.
Venomous Villain.
Oh,
New
Detroit
Danger
Dillon
was
was
good.
fire.
New Danger was a good album.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like
Nightmare.
it. America's
America's
Nightmare.
Nightmare.
I went to the album release party and I saw them.
Which
I
one?
saw America's Nightmare. So you know who was there?
Mm.
A skinny Black Thought. He went up there to freestyle, and Busta Rhymes and MOP did Annie up twice, back to back, and then they jumped in the crowd and they were standing right in front of us performing Annie up. It was bananas in there. Mad heads came through for that album.
This
It was one of the
04 is a heavy year.
04 was a heavy year, man.
But go back to 97 though.
Ooh,
I'm gonna tell you, Super Duper Fly might be Missy Elliott's best album.
It is.
Mhm.
It is.
Ooh, when the
Yeah.
disaster strikes. Oh,
Yeah,
God.
come on. Yeah. 97 is
Liquid-
banging, man.
Liquidation.
By the Alcoholics? Come on.
Yeah, man. Shit.
This is tough. and I hate-
Wyclef's joint dropped. The Carnival.
I hate to go against Doom. But that Cruise Dirty 30, man, like, do yourself a fuck. If you haven't listened to that album, that shit still stands up today.
Yeah, man.
Today. Rest in
Like you
peace
say,
to my
Dan.
man Megatron.
Like you said, there are no skippables on that album.
No.
No skippables on that album, sir.
And Yogi put his foot in that ass on the beats, too.
The beats were all East Coast hardcore joints.
Mm-hmm.
Every last one of them.
97 for me, Benz.
97 for me too.
TJ.
It's 97, man. It's just a tough out, man. They had bangers. Bangers.
Yeah, I gotta go with 97. I can't.
Jamal and O for GP.
97.
I'm gonna have to go with 04, man.
Ooh, no clean sweep.
I might have to go
Not
with
one
four.
round.
Because
This was
that
tough.
Matt Villain and Food and Murray Street 16, man, that puts it over the top. Oh, and College Dropout, yeah, that puts it
College
over the
Yeah.
top,
Dropout.
man.
Yeah.
Purple Haze, that was my favorite Cameron album.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like
So
that.
yeah,
yeah,
I ain't gonna lie.
yeah. That was a tough album.
All right.
yeah. So
So
I gotta
here
go
we
with
go.
Food.
All right. So let me do this, right? We got 97 versus 94 and 93 versus 96.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
All right. So this is what we're gonna do. Heads. We're gonna flip a coin. Heads or tails. Heads is 97 versus 94. Tails 93 versus 96. Well, which one we're gonna start off with?
Neither.
We're just gonna close the tournament. Are we good with that? Are we good with that? Are we good with that? Yes,
yeah,
no,
fuck
heads,
it, do it.
tails.
Let's do it.
Pick your poison, man. Just go for it.
How many? Big O. How many shots and not
Let's say
5?
2 times, man. Let's say 2 times.
So best out of 2.
Yeah.
It ain't no best out of 2. It's gotta be best out of
I
3.
mean, best out of 3. Best
Best
out of 3. So we got heads. Heads it is.
Boom.
We're starting with
Heads.
97 versus 94. Let's get back to showing these albums. 97 we just left.
Right.
My senior year of high school.
The War Report.
This is my
Like I
first
said,
year
I
in the
never-
military, man. I was basic training.
I
War
never
Report
forget
was
the-
fire.
these albums, man.
Me and my homie Eugene being on the back of that bus, fucking running down, trying to get all the lyrics to Triumph in our head.
Yes.
Going to the library to print out the lyrics and shit like that. 'Cause, you know what I'm saying? To use the computers and the internet. And
Wow.
Oh, we
Yeah.
might have been. Oh, we might have been at Fort Jackson at the same time.
Nah, I was in Knox, man.
Oh, you didn't go to Fort Jackson?
Nah, I was in Knox.
Fort Knox?
Yeah,
Where the money was at?
yeah.
Oh shit. Is there money in there?
Man, all we saw was groundhogs, dude.
I want to say,
I ain't seen no
You think they let old near them gold bars?
let's get back to 94. Ready to Die, Illmatic.
Oh my
God.
Diary.
Why you act that way? Pop Duke like Mom Dukes.
These are 2 years.
Oh my
2 years for me. One was a summer school year, one was a night school year.
Oh my days.
She said 94 versus who?
97.
97.
97 is.
I'm gonna go back to 97 again. This is just the top half of 97.
97, man.
Versus 94.
Yeah, 97.
Jesus.
Illmatic, Ready to Die, Hard to Earn.
I'm gonna tell you, yo, people love that.
Blow Up
People love that
Home.
Southern playlistic. I couldn't get into it, man.
I mean, that was a fresh outcast. That was raw.
Yeah, I could not get into that album, man.
Hard to Earn was a dope album, though.
That was.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites. About
Hard to Earn was fire, man.
Gave me masterpiece.
In his bag,
It was-
man. Primo was in
Yeah.
his bag.
Yeah, man. They were on top of the world with that album, man.
The whole 94, he was in his bag.
Yeah,
Think about it.
man. Yeah, man. He was bananas that year.
Funkified. We Come Strapped. Slick Rick behind
Arrested
bars.
Development. Zigga
Funk the World.
Lamadunde. I just wanted to say that name. Yeah. That Craig Mack. I gotta go 94.
Yeah, Above the Rim. That Above the
Murder
Rim soundtrack was dope. Murder Was the Case.
Oh.
Yeah, man. Man.
I'm sorry. To me, the best movie soundtrack still to this day is High School High.
Mm.
I don't know. Juice soundtrack was fire.
Yeah.
I gotta go 94. That's just me. Whoever wants to jump out the window next, go ahead.
94. 94.
Tyrone.
I'm gonna go with 97, man. I'm gonna go with 97.
I'm not mad at you though.
I ain't either.
That Wu-Tang Forever and that Life After Death, and then like you said, Missy Super Duper Fly. I can't. I'm going with 97.
I'm not mad at you.
But
94.
Oh. Bins.
Man, I'm gonna go 94.
Oh, you the last one, right?
Oh man, yo, give me a second, man. I had to step away for a minute.
We just heard the toilet flusher, no problem. He done
Mute
shit his
next time.
flush down the drain.
Mute the mic.
Courtesy flush.
Now I'm gonna go 97, man.
Oh.
94 with the edge out.
Oh my.
All right, y'all hated life now before. Let's hate life now even more. 93 versus 96.
Yeah, come on.
This is again.
This ain't even right.
Come on, man.
Picking which child is best. Picking which child is the better child.
That's a perfect way to put it. You choosing between children now.
Right.
93. Got November 9th. Onyx back. I got to show the other one to be fair, but again, represent The World Is Yours, Scarface, King T, the Trifling album, 187 he wrote, Spice 1, PM Dawn though, the Bliss album? Question mark.
Wow.
You know what this reminds me of? Anybody seen the movie The Mist? And if you remember the last scene of The Mist,
yep,
with the guy in a G, you know what I'm talking about, Jamal?
Yes, sir.
That's what this is right here, dogs. That's what this is right here.
It ain't even right.
It's 96. This is actually.
What's going on?
Yeah, 96 was the year I started DJing.
Ooh, Razzcast. I didn't see that one.
Blah blah blah, blase blase. It's too much stuff on both of these years that is like, it's for me.
Golly.
It was
for
written.
me.
The Roots, Things Fall Apart.
Reasonable Doubt.
Oh my God.
Aliens.
I'll go first because, like I said, this is actually easy. This 93 is the year for me. 93 was the year. There's too much work in that. That again, we talked about. We going emotional. There's too much stuff. Like I'm remembering where we were at listening to fucking just me and Jack, the Black Vagina Finder. Me and Jack, the Black
That's
Vagina.
how we felt about.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's how I felt about '88 until somebody backstabbed me.
93 gets my vote, TJ.
All right, man. Don't go to me next.
Nope. It's on you. What you gonna do?
This is tough.
Versus 96.
Yeah, we were supposed to be furniture moving and shit, and this is now just took steam out of y'all.
I told you this is personal. This is personal, man.
Depressed right now.
Damn, this could have been the finals.
Talking about, I was like between 23 and 25, 25, man. I was outside every day. I was playing both years. I was playing all those years at the same time.
Yeah.
You can go by any street corner in the hood in New York. You can hear any of them, all those albums.
But to
Playing.
Jamal's logic, one of them years came first.
Yeah. Don't take
Nah,
his logic.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
You saw how Jamal
Haven't said
voted,
that.
right?
96.
You saw how Jamal voted when he said that bullshit, right?
Listen.
He's bullshit, man. No, don't talk to me, Jamal.
Listen. If it was written that a man should lose, he would lose.
Fuck
This is
no,
some
man.
fucked up shit. Oh,
Yeah, man.
nobody should have to make this amount of terrible decisions in one day.
Yo, I'm gonna go ahead, man. Yo, I'm gonna go ahead, man. Yo, 93. Yo, 93 was a great year for me, man. I met my boy. You know what I'm saying? Started CVC, fucking, and two of the my most favorite albums ever, man. Shaped my life. You know what I'm saying? I have to go 93, man.
Okay. I thought you was gonna hit us with your patented with that being said, but you said it.
No. I'm gonna go
All right, Tyrone, let's give them a breather. Let's give these two a breather, Tyrone. Benz is heavy in thought right now. We coming to you next.
Uh,
Come on. Almost exhale.
Shit, I can't.
Yeah, see? See?
Because, man, you know, all right, I'm gonna just put it out there because of the Wu-Tang Forever album. I'm just gonna pick 97 because Wu-Tang Forever got me through some rough times. And
You know, see, this how fucked up in the brain you are.
what?
It's 96, man.
96,
I mean,
man.
We're 96 to 93.
My bad. Okay, let's go back. It's 93 versus 93. I just got all fucked up. So 93 versus 96, right? Okay, I'm going. Well, look, 90. Shit.
He said, "Wait a minute, look." Oh.
Okay, so Reasonable Doubt, and it was written in the score, and then Lil' Kim put the women on the map with the hardcore. So I'm gonna take 96.
That's the way I feel. I want to do 96 too.
Yeah, I'm going 96 as well.
Jamal, it's on you. What we gonna do?
Yeah, I'm going 93. That was just too big of a year. I got kicked out in 93. And that year in hip hop saved my mental, man.
Told you it's personal.
All right.
I told you it's personal.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
you know we're gonna have to go. We gotta go to the coin flip because this is the first tie. This whole tournament.
It's a tie.
It's a tie.
Nah, man. Somebody change their vote.
Jamal,
yes, sir.
you good at that?
Hedges 90.
I'm going to tolerate that.
Let's get to it. All right. Hedges 93, Tails is 96.
All right.
Best 3 out of 5. You ready? We watching? It's on?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm looking away.
1.
I'm looking away.
93. Ready?
It's over. It's over.
Oh,
Heads again.
Oh,
Last. Is this the last one?
that was 2 out of 3, wasn't it?
No, I said 3 out of 5.
All right, 2-1.
1.
Oh, this is giving us to the wire.
What is this?
I'm just going. Okay.
Woo! Hold on.
Tails it
Let's
is.
go.
Damn algorithm.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
go.
Jackass algorithm.
Let's go. What'd you say, Jamal? Racket.
Jackass algorithm.
Yo.
That's why you my brother, Benz. That's why you my brother, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
just don't-
96.
So y'all can show is being done right. The score is submitted. 2 years apart, 1994 versus 96.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
This is it, y'all. We finally made it. We promised we was gonna close this out, and we did this shit. Let's get back to 96. All eyes. The score. It was written. Reasonable Doubt. Don Illuminati, Soul on Ice, Illadelph Half-Life, Wrath of the Mad, Firing Squad, Hardcore, Il Nana, Beast Rhymes of Life, Nocturnal, Legal Drug Money, OC The Score, The Storm, Resurrection, Ghetto Boys, The Hall of Game, E40, Wild Cowboys, Drew Down, Can You Feel Me, DJ Cool, Clear My Throat, Smooth Hustler, Too Short, Getting It, album number 10. That was allegedly the retirement album,
Right.
which is 94. Illmatic, Hard to Earn. I know what got my vote already.
Oh, really?
Yep. Let's get through Super Tight to Cal, Ill Communication. There's the Dark Side, Word Life, Regulate. It Takes a Beat. MC8 from Strap, Funkified, Artifacts between them. Yep, I know what got my vote. America's Nightmare, Riders of the Storm, E-Shams, Close the Casket, Big Daddy Kane, Daddy's Home, Murder Was the Case.
Before we vote, I got a question. Can we count All Eyes on Me as 2 albums? Technically, it's a double CD, so it was 2. It was technically 2 albums, right?
So was Wu-Tang and Biggie. It was one album.
It twice.
Nope.
So it's Gangstar. Knowing the truth.
Nobody asked you, Jamal.
But I said this was actually easier for me. Gravediggers took it over the top for me. 94, Tyrone.
Well, since I got shut down on my Tupac proposal, I'm still gonna go 96 because the Reasonable Doubt lost the career of Jay-Z, and like I said, the Score lost the career of Lauryn Hill. It was written, brought Nas back. Hell on Earth brought My Beat back, and we got Hardcore from Lil Kim.
Brought Nas back. It was the second album.
All right. That was
He never left.
He never left.
No.
It was 2 years later, removed from Illmatic. Nas was kind of going. I wasn't listening to Illmatic no more at that time.
They were still playing every joint off that album, bro.
All right, well, take the Nas out. Yeah. Okay, and then Iron Man with Ghostface. Yeah, I can't.
Yeah,
It's 96.
yeah. But
Iron Man was my second most favorite Wu-Tang album, man. I'm going 96 too. Beast Rhymes Life, wasn't one of my favorite albums, but even still, man, still better than a whole lot of albums in 94.
oh, you're wildin'. No, go back to 94. Show this man what blasphemy he's speaking.
It was written was better than Illmatic too. I said it.
I'm going.
I think
94.
we said it.
I can agree with that. I can agree with that one.
94 was a monster, though.
Jamal.
I'm going with 88. Now, let me see.
Like now you want to do this to me.
Yo, I'm silently stabbing Jamal in the back. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
Silent weapons for
Yo.
quiet wars.
Yes.
Shiv in the gut,
Yeah.
man.
All right, man. 94 for me.
Oh, now you want to agree. Now you want to agree. All right, man.
94, baby.
Brother Benz.
Another time. I'm going 96.
Oh,
Oh no.
oh no.
No.
It's only
No.
right.
96.
Somebody
No.
change
That
your
white ass algorithm.
No.
No, we got to do something else, man. We just gonna have to let's leave it at that, man. They just even.
That goes to show that the 90s was truly the golden era of rap music, man.
Absolutely.
Agreed, Bingo.
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course we know that. But
All right, so you know what we're gonna do with this then? We will leave this right here. I'm gonna throw it up on TikTok. We're gonna throw it up in the Starfire Podcast Facebook group, and then we'll calculate the votes all till next week, and we'll announce the winner.
Dope.
all right.
Because
Oh, man.
I invited a couple other people. One person I told him jump in when you can. He didn't come through. The other one was busy with some other shit. So we are going to officially close this. Thought we was going to do it this week, but motherfucker. This was fun though.
We can't
Niggas asked for table moving.
I
Niggas
thought
asked for
Vince was gonna
emotions.
go
And the person,
94 right there.
the person who asked for these emotions got the most emotional. You, TJ.
Yeah, man.
You got the most emotional today.
I was fine. I was fine until Jamal did that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I was fine, bro. I was fine.
Listen,
I was good, man.
it was not going to be easy. We knew that coming into today.
My man, I thought he was my brother. He done shifted me in the back. You know, he said, look over here, and I'm gonna stab you over there. That's exactly what he did, man.
But CJ, we knew you was gonna get emotional. Number one, light skin. Number two, you couldn't ball this morning. You know what I mean? You couldn't ball this morning. You was already Jamal just made it that worse. You know my man was having problems, couldn't ball this morning. And then you stabbed him and it hurt back. Damn.
Yeah, listen, bro. You're the most emotional person here. Okay, let's get that straight.
I have my emotions always under control, bro. What you talking about?
No, man. This is
what are Redskins?
This is not right. We'll never do a tournament like this again. I'm not participating. This is bullshit. I'll be an objectful observer or something like that. I don't care. I'll just be watching for the sidelines and throw in like one-liners here and there. But I'm not. This is nothing to be happy about.
Yo, NBA playoffs is in 2 weeks, so I don't know.
That's a different menace, though. It's not as personal as 93 the year was for you that changed your life. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no NBA playoff game change your life, dog.
I don't know, man. That 94 finals, fucking Pat Riley keeping John Starks in the game. I don't know, man.
We can go back further and do the Charles Smith no dunk and shit. You know
I already told you about Charles Smith. All right, told you.
I'll tell you what, that Patrick Ewing finger roll hurt my feelings, and I wasn't even a Knicks fan.
Yeah. But the damage was done with Charles Smith. That's what you get for bringing a Clipper to the New York.
Ben, you want to hear a funny story? Ben, I got a funny story for you about Charles Smith, right? I was in Penn Station, which is a big train station in New York City, right? And I seen this mad tall dude running through, right? Non-stopping. It was fucking Charles Smith. And I know why he was running, because if he'd have stopped, he'd have got jumped.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's right. People are still talking.
He was galloping through that shit mad quick. I was like, oh shit, that's Charles Smith. And by the time people turned around, he was gone. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause it's on site with that man. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
But, hey, but y'all Knicks fans got something to look forward to the NBA playoffs because y'all only trying to get to the second round, right? That's all y'all want. Second round Knicks. That's all y'all want, right? So y'all good to go.
No. We want to go to the conference finals. That's what we want.
You are
Y'all
lucky.
said y'all be cool with second round.
Nigga, you lucky we ain't live, man.
Didn't y'all say y'all
might
be
Y'all
get
live.
jumped on. You might get.
I say we've been live this whole episode. You mean in person?
You
I understand.
you lucky we ain't in person.
Come on, didn't y'all say y'all be cool with second round?
No, we said yearly improvement.
No,
that's true.
Yeah, yearly improvement.
We want to
because
yearly
you
improvement.
Because you
Just
disown
don't
all
step back.
Philadelphia teams, you want to talk shit now. I get you.
And Big O, just again, be lucky we wouldn't be lucky for Jamal's health that we are not in person because of what TJ just said.
Oh, I would have kicked him in his bad leg.
Oh man.
when the gummies in the system, ain't no telling. But we done. Benz, what up, kid? You know what to do.
Shout out to the starting five, man. These brothers here, hilarious. Always a good time. Now I got Charles Smith in my brain now. Got to get it out. But anyway, shout out, to everybody out here grinding, doing what they do, man. Got some new fire coming up soon, so y'all stay tuned for that, man. But appreciate you.
Again, thank you for coming through each and every week with this tournament as you promised, man. Like again, it's been dope, it's been fun, and as always, thank you for the music, and thank you for the 2 theme songs contributed by you guys to us. No
doubt.
Just off of the strength of just love, friendship, and just being solid people to each other. So forever appreciative of you guys and you and what the brother Seven did, and you know where you stand with us. Always welcome back each and every week. Oh,
sure. So man, great show, man. I'm sorry I was late, man, but yeah, man, I still have my share of laughs in it, man. So great show, man. I'm satisfied with the ending. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to see what the listeners are gonna pick. You know what I'm saying? Who gonna pick? There's no wrong answer in this one. Like I said, man, 90s was the best decade for hip hop, for rap music on the whole. Man, big shout out to my partners on the show. Ben's good looking out again for stopping by. Yeah, man. Yo, look forward to next week, man. Oh shit. Before I forget, man, shout out to Tyrone, man, with his plastic belt that he always brings out and shit. Every week, man. So man, shout out to that, man. But yeah, man, great show, man.
You said his wrestling buddy championship, TJ.
Oh yeah, man. For this week and this week only, fuck Jamal. And then
It's terrible. It's terrible.
And then
terrible.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't have did me dirty like that, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't appreciate that.
You can take the emotions
Not
out of
all,
this,
man.
brother. This had to be all data.
No, because you got people talking about they changed their life and shit. That's emotional, bro. What are you talking about?
We ain't talking about emotion. Me. He's talking about you.
Yeah, I said me and Jamal were throwing chairs, and I didn't know the chair was being thrown at me. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, everybody else, it was a great show. Benz is a brother in arms for life.
Everybody else. Oh man, the foulest nigga in Nebraska right now.
But I'm very interested to see what this TikTok crowd is gonna put. Like O said, there's no wrong answer, but god damn,
there will be one next week.
Yeah.
Well, Jamal, after he cussed you out, he didn't even want to pass it to you.
So that's messed up. I know my man is hurt. I get it. This is not an easy thing we had to do today. We knew this was going to be some tough decisions because hip hop means so much to all of us at different times in our life, and we came up with it. Yeah, this shit was crazy. I don't think there was a wrong answer. I just think there may be a wrong year or two here or there, but we'll see what the end result is. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Benj for coming through. Big O, Lisper, TJ. I know you get over it, so I'm still shout you out, man. I'm sorry I had the Bobby. Sorry I had the Bobby the Brain Heenan you, man. It's all good.
Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Not the weasel.
Right.
Reverend Flake.
Hey, man. But peace to Ishtar, peace to Ill Magic, peace to Disabled Planets and Hooks Rub. And I'm gonna toss it over to the
Jive Soul, bro.
Intercontinental belt he got.
Hey, listen, y'all talk about emotions, right? And I kept my emotions in check when O tried to insult my championship title. But you see, the light don't glisten on plastic like that, my brother. Okay? Plastic don't make that sound. And guess what? This is the Lakers belt, right? And guess who's going to be playing in July? And which team is not going to be playing in July, brother? Because the Lakers is going to the trip. And the Knicks is going to, where they go? Cancun? We all go for vacation. All right? So
I don't know if we can go to Mexico anymore.
I hope you make it out the second round.
Yo, TJ, they better make it out the second round.
Yeah,
nah, bro. The West is deep.
They better make it out the second round.
That book right there says Mamba mentality, okay? We going to the finals this year.
Yeah. It says Mamba mentality. That ain't in the gym.
Kobe, can you talk to me tonight?
That ain't in that gym.
Here we go.
That ain't in that gym.
Here we go.
Anyway, shout out to Vince for being here, and shout out to all you guys for making a conscious decision to not let the algorithm decide the end of this tournament. Because I really thought Dan was going to try to flip that coin, and I was just like, nah, bro, we can't. Can't do that.
Nah, I wasn't doing that. I wasn't doing that at all. But again, shouts out to.
No, if the Lakers end up playing the Clippers, y'all may have a problem.
The Clippers?
First round. Yes, right.
Dude, we don't have, you know how the Clippers, we're going to have a problem with the Clippers one game, because by game 2, Kawhi Leonard going to be wearing some shoes instead of some sneakers, brother. You know that.
You hope. That's what you hope.
I don't hope for nobody to get injured.
You sound like Obama.
You know how your boy LeBron be looking when Kawhi get in the game.
That's it.
We all seen it.
He gonna have to repaint his hairline.
we all seen LeBron gave when Kawhi.
With all that being said, 20% off your order using the code STARTING5 at hooksrub.com. Once again, shouts out to the Gentleman's Cigar Club.
Yes,
my man James. Again, hopefully he can hit us over some more. We're definitely gonna big you up each and every week, man. This actually was this lasted the whole episode, and it was actually a really, really, really good cigar. The first one. I gotta try these 8-fifths, these short ones soon. I'll probably have that one of them later tonight. Check out these 8-fifth, one of these 8-fifths, man. So shouts out to the Gentleman's Cigar Company Club. All that. Peace to all of y'all. Peace again. Thanks, Benz, for coming through and being a part of this tournament. Man, like I said, we got some catching up to do after this tournament starts next week, man. Because we gotta talk about this circus show that is the tariff situation and fucking an island of penguins getting a 10% tariff being placed on them, all the shenanigans. We got to talk about some of this aftermath from yesterday's protests, which you see the dogs weren't sick on these people, but it wasn't our fight to have in the first place, But like you said, like TJ always says, man, this administration, we are not going to be short for content. and we're going to deliver to you how we always do. Peace. See y'all next week.
All right, peace.
Peace.